Hey everyone, Shaedow here, and welcome to another Marvel Contest of Champions video. In this video, we're going to be doing the Eternity of Pain week number 1 against Crossbones. Now, I wanted to go to this screen so you guys could see that I'm about to lose a bunch of revives. So I'm not trying to get a one-shot. May as well use up my revives. That's the attitude I was going in here with. You can see I have an hour and 13 minutes left. Yes, I waited till the last minute. Now, in my defense, I am going for, I took that screenshot for the thumbnail. You'll see it there. But I'm going to show you guys right from the beginning just what I went through. First fight, I'm going to try with Warlock. I haven't warmed up. I haven't practiced. I haven't done anything. You're seeing it from beginning to end. Could I have used less revives? Yes. I could have practiced first, done a few trial runs, get used to the fight, and then, go ahead and try and get it done. But what you're looking at here is right from the beginning. All right. All my mistakes, everything. All right. So you can see here the nodes we got to deal with. That Bane is very, very much a pain when he's being passive. So the big thing about this fight is you're not going to do any damage unless he has 3 buffs. He gets Fury buffs either when he goes into Overrun. You see him purifying. That's so annoying. And when he fires off a special 1, I believe he refreshes them. So you see I'm not doing any damage yet. He only has 2 Furies up. All right. So I was trying to bait out the special 1. He wouldn't throw it until Bane was about to go on me. So you saw what I had to do there. All right. So when the AI is passive, that's what makes this really nasty. And it's harder in the beginning because when Bane gets on them and they have that much health, you take a lot of damage. When it gets down to the end, if you get Bane on you, it doesn't do much damage and you don't have to worry about it as much. Now, Warlock is good for this because he is double immune, so the biohazard doesn't matter to him. And when he gets the infections up, he can stop the regen that Crossbones does when he hits into your block. So Warlock is good, but it is somewhat of a long fight. Now, again, this is my first try, and because I don't have that much time, you saw an hour and 13 minutes, I don't have that much time. So I'm just going in, all in. I'm not trying to get this one shot. I want to get as much damage as possible so that I can just whittle him down each time. So the revives, they're there to be used. By the time you guys see this, it's already over, and the second one, I'll try to get the week 2 out before it's over so that it might be able to help some folks. But for this one, I was going for, and I started to say this earlier, in my defense, I was going for a 5-star champion. So I was kind of trying to, grind for that and focus on that. And I wasn't thinking about this at all. But as you can see, we did a very good first run. I'm like, okay, this should take me 2 runs. Ooh, isn't that lovely? All into my block. All into my block and just rip me. I am running suicides, by the way. So I'm just like, all right, whatever. We got level 2 revives big time. So let's use them. I don't really care about the health potions. I pick them up here and there. I don't really farm for any health potions, but I pick them up usually when I'm trying to make a video, like the video I made for Cosmic Ghost Rider, and I'm going through Realm of Legends. I pick them up there. All right, so now I should be used to the fight, right? So I'm like, all right, this should be it. And then that happened. He purified it right as I was about to attack him. Now, something I have noticed, and look at this. I couldn't evade. I could not evade out of the way. Now, something I noticed. I've noticed that when they purify, especially in that case, they'll purify an attack like almost instantly. You don't get a chance to react to it at all. Now, what you're seeing here, I started having problems. I don't know whether this is part of Crossbones. You know, when he has Furies up, he's reducing your ability accuracy, stuff like that. But I was having problems just dashing back. Now, I didn't have that problem a little bit later on, and I didn't have that problem in the first one. See, all of that, I'm like, why am I not blocking? I'm like, this is ridiculous, but it's fine because I got revives. But I'm like, what is going on? My first attempt was great. It was beautiful. And then you see here, he basically let the Bane just do its work on me. But that's fine. Okay. He don't want to fire his special off. And so I just did this Hail Mary. It didn't even do any damage because his Furies dropped off. So my last ditch to just do some damage with my special 2 didn't even work. I'm just like, are you kidding me? I'm like, all right, whatever. Don't really care. Don't have the time to mess around with this too much. So once again, we're going in. And just think, we took 50% on the first try. And suddenly, stuff ain't working right. I'm not able to evade properly. I'm just like, are y'all, what y'all doing? You know? And you see how I parried him, and then I waited a little bit to see if he was gonna purify. He didn't, and I attacked. But sometimes I'll do that, and they'll wait, and as soon as I attack, suddenly purify, counter. And I'm like, what? Really? Doesn't seem to be a set timing on that. But I'm just like, whatever. I slowed down my combo, by the way, right there, in order to hit him and make sure I transferred the Bane. That's something that you often have to do when you're dealing with Bane. Right now, we have a good rhythm, okay? And I'm holding my special 3 for when he acts up, okay? If he doesn't fire his special 1, and then just look at that. All I'm doing is trying to dash back, and for some reason, it just canceled it. It's like, nope. And that might be one of his abilities. I don't know. But if that's the case, man, because I'm just like, all I was trying to do was evade there. And instead of evading, it just stood there and he's like, pop, 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 and it's done. And I'm like, okay, fine. Still got the revive, so I don't care. They're going to go if I don't get them used. Now, that time I beat into his block so that he would trigger his overrun, which puts up those Furies. And see, when he's got those Furies, even hitting into the block, you really don't want that because he hurts. But he's down to 22%, so, you know, now right here, I tried to stagger it, but I didn't have the timing quite right, so I fired off a special so that I would still be able to transfer the Bane and not have it on me. You know, anything to, you know, keep whittling him down. We're down to 17, so at this point, it's going to be an easier time if Bane gets on me. Okay? I still don't really want Bane on me, but with this low of his health, you know, with his health this low, don't have to worry about it. But you still don't want it on you. All right, there we go. See, it was on me, but look how much damage. Not that much. So you have a little bit more of a relaxed time towards the end. Okay, so I'm still trying to bait out that special. Okay, and see, that time he didn't fire his special off. Bane got on me. So I fired off the special 3. That's what I was trying to do before when I was holding my special 3. So I still did the damage. And I held my block. Otherwise, he probably would have fired his special 2 before the power drain would have got him. Okay, so we're down to 2%. And I'm like, please don't mess up. Because all it takes is like one combo. Look at that. You saw how I backed off? because he purified. He was trying to catch me, but he doesn't have 3. Now he does, and now we can finish him off. Man, that fight did not have to be that bad. But I promise you, I tried to swipe back, and sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. And I can't tell you whether it was an input issue or whether it was Crossbones himself. I can't tell you. Don't know. But we got that done, and we still have one other objective to do. All right, so you can see here, we got large and in charge because Warlock was extra large. Now we need a villain. And I could have brought in like Apocalypse, because I think he's extra large and a villain or stuff like that. But I heard from some people he didn't do too well. He could do it, but not so well. So I decided to bring in my boy, since his buff, my boy, Ultron. Now, by the way, I'm far more warmed up than I was with the Warlock fight. And this went much, much better. But by now, you know the fight, so I don't need to talk through it. But it's basically the same thing. I probably could have fought this one better as well. But we did well. We did well with Ultron. Sometimes you'll see me holding a special so that if he won't, fire his special off and the Bane is about to get on me, I can fire it off. Sometimes I just messed up. And had to pay the price for it. Now see here, Bane is on me all this time. I had to fire the special off because I don't think he had something to even give me, and I couldn't quite get him. So I just fired that off to get the Bane off me. So that's why I tend to hold the specials. And then that happened. Now, what you're also going to see here is I restarted. Even though I have the revives and everything, I did restart. I was just like, no, I'm not going out like that. Let's restart. But anyway, Ultron definitely did better. Look at that. See how they did that? Man, I hate when they do that. But anyway, I'm going to let you watch the rest of it. I can't remember if I tried multiple times with him or not. I seem to remember I used maybe 1 revive on this, maybe 2. You'll see it in a minute. But I'll be back at the end of the fight, and we'll see. All right, so I'll be back at the end of the fight. So as you can see, I did much better with Ultron than I did with Warlock. And Crossbones is finished. And I was looking back, and I think it was 1 revive, wasn't it? And but that's it. Ultron is a beast. All right, love Ultron. But that's it. That is the villain and the denial. Yeah, what is it? Yeah, extra large and villain. I think this week's is the denial one. But then I want to show you guys towards the end here. See how many I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're down to 3. So I used 5 in total, and I think it was 4 on Warlock and 1 on Ultron. And as you can see, I still have some left. And no, I didn't use them. I just ended up selling them. And that is why I wasn't too worried about using revives on this. But that's going to do it, guys. Thank you all for watching the video. Feel free to hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about the video. And you all have a blessed day.